Today we're going to be talking about special effects, but not only that, we're going to cover visual effects too. Part 1, Pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics in film is pretty much anything that goes bang, boom and everything in between. This includes explosions, smoke, fireworks and any other flammable materials that are used to create the impression of a dramatic effect. Pyrotechnics are pretty common in film today, if they're not done using CGI. In cinema, pyrotechnic effects are detonated and activated using computer-controlled firing systems to get perfect timing. This technique is used in a wide range of pyrotechnic devices including tiny squibs, high explosives and air systems. In the film The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan uses pyrotechnics when the Joker blows up the hospital. 2 explosions were detonated within the building and each window, made from stunt glass, was individually shattered with its own charge. The debris, which can be seen flying around, is pieces of soft cork which have been fired from metal drums for added effect. Part 2, Prosthetic Makeup. Prosthetic makeup is the technique of adding a layer of latex or silicone to an actor to achieve a certain look or effect. Prosthetics cover a range of makeup in film, from blood to injury effects to full facial mask, which can completely change how a character can look. Most prosthetics are created by starting with a cast, usually made of silicone rubber, of the actor's face, which the artist will then use to model the prosthetic on when designing it. Prosthetics themselves are generally made of foam, latex, gelatin or silicone. However, other materials and tools can include spirit gum, modelling clay, alginate, gypsum cement, plaster bandages, separating agents, acetone, alcohol spray and bold claps. Bold caps. Whew! In the original Planet of the Apes film, prosthetics were revolutionised as it inspired many of the techniques which makeup artists use today. The main makeup artist on set was John Chambers, who learned his skills in the army when he created prosthetics for the wounded soldiers like chins, noses and arms. He took this knowledge with him when he joined the film industry. The apes' faces in the film were sculpted from silicone and then coloured by trained makeup artists. My phone. Shut up. The makeup and effects were so unique for the time that they cost half the budget of the film, which was $5.8 million. Part 3, Weather. In general, if a specific weather effect is needed on set, it will be artificially created. This ranges with everything from wind to rain to snow. Productions will usually use an overhead sprinkler system or rain curtain along with low lighting to give the effect of rainy weather. If snow is needed, a fake snow machine will be used to blow snow across the set. In the Sainsbury's 2015 Christmas advert, they did just that. The set was built inside a studio for optimal lighting conditions and full control over the set. They used a snow machine and a hose to blow fake snow everywhere and make it seem like it had been snowing overnight. However, the snow on the roofs of the houses were done in post-production. Part 4, Morphing. Morphing is a VFX technique used to transition one object in a scene into another seamlessly, blending 2 elements into each other. This is used for many effects, from shapeshifting to magic in films. A good example of morphing is in the movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day with the T-1000 portrayed by Robert Patrick. The morphing in this scene here is done by creating a computer-generated effect or model, which can allow editors to use model interpolation to change the shape of it. In this case, we see a blade turn into a hand, and then we see the actor morph again into a police officer. Part 5, CGI. CGI is short for computer-generated imagery and is used for the creation and animation of visual content. It's used to produce images for all types of media and is accomplished through various methods. However, most are done in specific programs for creating CGI. In the Sainsbury's 2015 Christmas ad, the cat is created entirely with CGI to accomplish control over its facial expressions. The cat was first drawn as concept art, then modelled and rendered as a 3D object, and then it was animated. It was then composited with footage and colour graded. Part 6, Green Screening. Green screening is done by using a brightly coloured background on set, such as green, and then an effect called chroma key. A chroma key is an effect which will separate a selected colour from a scene. With this, anything can be put in the background where the green screen once was in post-production. Sometimes green screens will have track points on them, so it's easier for editors to work with. One example of green screening in a music video is the music video for Travis Scott Goosebumps. Here, we see the part of the video where the artist is falling. This would have been done with a green screen and replaced with the graphics we see in the video.